Hi, welcome to my channel. My name is Kari, and in this channel, we talk about faith based content, lifestyle, and just the experiences of life. So, today I want to talk about God's promises. And before I start, I want to read a verse in the book of Numbers, chapter 23:19. God is not a man that he should lie, nor a son of man that he should change his mind. Does he speak, then not act? Does he promise and not fulfill? So, I felt this message and I wanted to talk about it because, as believers, as Christians, sometimes we go through situations that make us feel like God is not listening or God is not actually going to fulfill the things we have asked him to do. And when I was thinking about making this episode, I also remembered about the story of Abraham and Sarah. God fulfilled all the promises he made to Abraham, even when Abraham and his wife thought that God would never do it. He promised to make him a father of nations, and he did. He promised to give him a child, and he did. And when he actually told them he was going to give them a child, even Sarah laughed about it because she was convinced that it was just never going to happen. And why am I talking about this? I'm talking about this because I want to speak to someone, who feels that this is a joke. It's just never going to happen. I want to say to you that God keeps his promises. He keeps his promises. The only thing is God keeps his promises at his own time. And we want him to keep his promises at our time. But God does not does not work like that. He keeps promises on his own time because he is not us. He sees our entire life, but we don't. We just see today, for now, right now. We don't see tomorrow. We don't see 5 years from today. We don't see 10 years from today. But God has our entire life on his hands. So he knows what we need. And sometimes what we need is not what we want. We might want something, but you don't need it. And because God knows what we need, so he protects us in his own ways, but he always keeps his promises. I want someone to remember that if you're going through something, if you are right now, you're down on your luck, if you have been asking God for something, if you have been praying and you feel like your prayers are not being answered, your prayers are being answered. It's just not time yet. I actually did an episode not long ago about why God says no, and I'm going to link that episode down below. You should watch that episode before you watch this. I speak more about why God says no on that particular episode. And sometimes it feels like this is the end of the road. This is just it. I'm done. But God puts you in a position where he'll prove to you that he is God. But the problem is, most of us, when you're in that position, because it's the waiting period. That's what it is, the waiting position. And in that waiting position, sometimes some of us, we give up. Sometimes we just throw in the towel and say, wherever. Or maybe you are a believer and then you go back to the worldly way of living. So don't throw in the towel, because God has not forgotten you. He has not failed you. His promises are yes and amen, and they will come to actualization at his time. His time is not our time. God's time is very different from our time, because Sarah had her child when she was far far much older. She was advanced in age. And when biologically it was impossible, if we had to talk biologically. But because God had promised, He did it at His own time. God will bless you at your own time. He'll keep His promises at His time. Don't give up. Don't lose hope. Keep holding on to God. Keep believing. Keep trusting. Keep doing the right thing. Keep reading the Word and praying. I pray without ceasing. Things will work out at their own time. That's all I had for today. Please don't forget to subscribe, to share, and invite other people to come and join this channel. Also, please hit the notification bell, because every time there's a new episode, you'll be notified. That way you don't have to miss anything at all or play catch up. Thank you so much for tuning in. Please take care of yourself, and God bless you.